for the serious gamer.
Hey, it's Guns for Hire from Next Gen Tactics. This is our Ultimate Modern Warfare 2 Claymore and C4 guide, and this is a state for Claymore, C4, and combination. Alright, this Claymore, actually, this is pretty effective in deathmatch as well, for anyone that's trying to run up from the backside. I wouldn't worry so much about covering off the glass inside the greenhouse, because if someone's in there, usually they're spotted and can be easily killed. So you want to place it on the corner far back enough that they can't see it, and remember that first line that comes off it needs to be straight across and then the blast outwards. Obviously it's also good for defense, so I'm showing it to you on search, but you want to place it quickly and get back, because a lot of people do rush through here, so you want to get that there and then return to maybe this area here, because this is actually a known sort of high confrontation area, and you don't need to have a lot of, like here, people typically the time they get up there, they're not going to actually spot it. They're going to be looking, and again, the red star, which is a team indicator, isn't going to be showing, so it's not going to be super highly visible. You just mess around with it on that corner there, though. If they're cautious, they're going to spot it, granted, but however, if the people are rushing up there, they're not going to spot it, and that's usually who you're going to kill, and that's what you want to do. You want to slow down the rushers. And this one, again, is another important one for those that are trying to get in through the house. So if you're going to be up at the top here looking down at A to protect it on the landing, like right where I am here, that Claymore there is important. And you don't want to have it out facing the logs, because it can be easily destroyed for those that are standing on it. And then this is another effective one if you're going to be in the bedroom. So you want to put that Claymore there, blast radius facing this door. I know normally we go straight across, but this one's here, that one there is important if you're going to be in this room here, because you want that blast radius to go straight into this doorway that leads into this room. An alternate one, if you're in the room, put it in here. It'll also cover the other doorway if they're not careful enough to run quickly to the left when they're coming through the back there. But that one there is going to protect you quite a bit. And you notice first laser line again is going straight across. That's important because either they're going to get killed by coming into it, or killed if they try and go past it. So the blast radius will actually catch them. Alright, the next one here is actually, you're going to want to do this one very quickly. This is a very effective Claymore. And obviously, you're protecting the front. That first line, remember, make sure it goes straight across. Very hard to see. Almost nobody will see that Claymore when they're coming through. And that protects the front. That way you don't have to really worry about it. You can concentrate on sort of guarding the back. And obviously, if you have teammates that know what the hell they're doing, you can guard the other positions. That was the other one I just showed you quickly there, across that side door. It's not a huge one, but it's another loop. You need one-man army for that. This one, I mean, if you're getting a team that's sort of rushing through the bottom instead of the top, this is where you're going to want to switch it up. Again, if you have 2 or 3 people on the same clan and you all work together, you can Claymore the crap out of this house and make it like a fortress so that they can't get in. Just remember, what you want to do is you want to seal off ways that they can access. So again, down on the bottom here, make sure that first laser line sort of going, I know it's a little cockeyed there, but the first one going across and the blast facing towards the stairs. So as they're going through, it's actually going towards where they're actually running or walking. That's very important when you're doing this. Alright, so we're going to go to B. Now, a lot of times with B, this area here will be open, especially if you're guarding it. Place a Claymore across the front. Make sure that first laser line is straight and the blast radius kind of goes inward. If you use one-man army or work with a teammate, it's advisable to set the second Claymore on the other side. That way you seal off that entranceway. And then if there's 2 of you here, you can fully concentrate on protecting the ridge, which is where I'm heading right now. That Claymore there is so very effective, because what it does is it will amplify by using the explosion of the vehicle there, provided they don't blow it up. But usually they don't. I get a lot of kills with that Claymore there. It's actually very helpful. If you rush off the start, place a Claymore there, and then return back to the front and guard that front area. It's extremely effective. That way no one's going to be coming up from your rear, provided that you have another teammate in this area here. And again, if you have a teammate in the area, and say someone's on this side positioned, place a Claymore there. That's more of a protected for the rest of your teammates. Not so much for yourself, but it's more to help your team get a win, which is what this is about. And then that will, if you die protecting B there, that Claymore should get a kill. All right, I'm going to show some defensive claymores for when you're on offense. Obviously, if you're the bomb carrier, don't be doing this. Go up with the team and get it planted. This is more of a offense/defensive role for it. Again, this is for to prevent rushers from defense, because there always are rushers from defense, and this will take care of them. If you work in conjunction, I wouldn't recommend more than 2 people doing this, because the rest of the team should be concentrating on getting that bomb planted. But that being said, if you have one-man army, you can pretty much seal this off. That Claymore there is very effective. Again, notice the line going straight across. That's going to prevent them from coming through the building and trying to sort of exit out the side there. This Claymore here is effective because a lot of players, for whatever reason, try and run through here. And that Claymore, while it won't be seen, actually is going to be amplified by the explosion of the vehicle. Boom, yes, very delicious. And then there's another vehicle outside that you can do this one as well. And this one's very effective because a lot of times if the bomb's planted and there's only a few people left, even if you die, that's going to help your teammates sort of survive. So again, it's going to come through here. All you need it to do is trip. The Claymore doesn't necessarily need to kill them because the vehicle explosion, even though you can't really see it, but it's amplified and usually will kill the person in relative proximity to that Claymore there. So I really wouldn't worry about it being too far in the open there. And a lot of times a player will come through there. Again here, if the vehicle isn't exploded, this one's already done from the last round here, but you can use the amplification of the vehicle again that will blow the crap out of that and sort of secure that area there. So this is sort of if you've rushed and you're going to give sort of support, if your whole team is rushing up to plant the bomb. Hopefully that's usually a good strategy, especially on B, is to haul your ass up there. Even though I'm showing you Claymores. I mean, you're going to have 1 or 2 people that got to set up defenses. You can't all be blindly running up there like idiots, because that leaves you open to people that are going to rush from defense. People like Spiderbite who like to, come up the rear. Well, you know what I mean. Not that way, but... and I'm going to leave that in. Anyways, you're going to want to have protection from... Someone's got to watch the flank. You're going to want to watch... Make sure when you place the Claymore on that stairway right there, put it on that side. Don't put it forward, because that's where their eyes are going to be focused, is on the bomb site and looking for people there. So place it back and they won't be looking for it. All right, this setup here is for a offense B C4 placement. And what you're going to want to do, a lot of people place the C4 on the bomb. And this one here, place it on the green bins and then plant the bomb right where I showed you, right there, and then back off to some safe distance. No one usually looks for a C4 on that side there, and it gives a direct blast onto the site. All right, this next one here is actually a C4 placement on defense for A, because you can get in there quick. Place the C4 directly above the bomb site, and the blast radius will actually encompass the entire area, regardless as to where they plant. So if someone comes in, or you actually are away and someone plants it, then double tap your trigger, and they're instantly dead. It's a very effective C4 placement. All right, this is a variation of the both the Claymore and the individual C4 that I used on this area here. And you're going to use a combination. I call it a remote detonation because, number one, it protects the bomb area if someone tries to plant, and it prevents halo jumpers from getting past that first Claymore. Because even if they actually make it even beyond, right up to this point here, they're actually going to be within the blast radius, and it'll totally encompass the entire area there. I mean, even if someone plants and you know that they didn't trip that Claymore by coming inside and planting, you still have the option of quickly tapping your square on PlayStation or double X on Xbox. I don't know what it is on PC, sorry. Anyway, and this one here, this one actually is kind of funny. You want them to actually come up slowly and see that Claymore. So it's back far enough, and you can even place it back a little bit farther, but you want them to see it if they're coming up carefully. If they don't come up carefully, then they're going to be dead anyway. But this one's kind of funny because they don't see the C4 on the ceiling. No one usually does, and this will amplify it. So when they try and shoot the Claymore safely, they're going to bite it. Cupcake in the head. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. For more strategies and tactics on Modern Warfare 2, visit nextgentactics.com.